Hello everyone. Hello. How are you all doing?
Good.
Good stuff. This isn't really that angsty, to be honest, because I'm fairly easygoing. But this first poem, I was actually doing gigs when I was a teenager, so some of this is quite old stuff. But this first one is kind of ironic in that I do have a teenage daughter who is now doing poetry. So is this the first at Teenage Angst?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You see, you were too busy chatting about boys to actually.
Actually, yeah.
But I'll just get on with it. So, although I did realise it is kind of all right because Nietzsche does say we all become our own worst enemy. So now I've got philosophy in it, I feel somewhat vindicated. So this poem is called The Lower Depths, and it goes like this. So, how is it that the long-haired, bare-breasted beauty faded blue on your arm looks better than the girl you ended up with? Which is a bit sad because these days I do have a big tattoo of an ex-girlfriend on the arm. But there we go. Maybe, if your ambition had bit as deep as a tattooist's gun, you wouldn't be teaching your kids how to swim. Which I always hated because I can't swim, and I always hated like old geezers with Elvis tattoos and quiffs at swimming pools. It's just fundamentally wrong. Love and hate cross the knuckles of your hands that once made fists, now push shopping trolleys around precincts for your wife's convenience. Death or glory, you said in your youth. The death said grins on your forearm still, and now he laughs at you. When that buzzsaw cut into your arm, you wiped away the blood, smeared on a Vaseline, combed your hair. The grease sat well on your head, now the grease sits well in your food, just another clog in your arm. Again, pretty good coming from a fat cunt. Death or glory, the death said grins on your forearm still, and now he laughs at you. You never had no glory, you bottled out on death, so push the fucking shopping trolley. To be honest, the best thing I did when I was a teen, I was telling Tim about it earlier on, was I actually did write a screenplay, which was called Murder on the Disco Express. It was so good, I didn't even bother with character names, I just put Joan Collins, Robin Asquith and people like that in it. And the whole premise was that somehow Joan had come into this cache of stolen diamonds that were concealed about her person. I think we all know where. She was travelling on the Orient Express, this was the 70s, and there was discos all the way, and a whole little sort of train full of young men like Oliver Tobias, Robin Asquith, and people like girls and blokes coming out fancied in the 70s were trying to get their hands on Joan's body to find out where these diamonds were hidden. To be honest, that's the best bit about it. The actual screenplay was rubbish, but I was well happy with the title. So that was the end of my film career, really. This next one isn't very good at all, but is kind of an example of when I was first doing gigs, ranking poetry was a big thing, and I was doing gigs with people like Tiller Stockbroker and Ben Zephaniah and Gil Scott Heron, who was pretty good because we all talked about football because his dad played football for Glasgow Celtic, which not everyone knows. Can't argue with that. Ben Zephaniah was good because we used to do these gigs together, and we'd be in our little dressing rooms and we'd meet him at a bar. He didn't drink, he'd be sort of stood at a bar drinking orange juice, and he was sort of like a big black Rastafarian dreadlock geezer, and I'd sort of come out little skinheads. He'd be like, all right Ben, all right Tim, and all these sort of middle class people. Oh, you two know each other? Amazing. Yeah, thanks. Prejudice. Anyway, this poem is from them days. This is called, and girls, you might recognise this. When your phone don't ring, it'll be me. Again, that was the best bit. Sometimes after walking past the late night bars, sometimes when I'm drunk, sometimes the blood splatters laid out on the pavement spell out your name, sometimes. And this last one is proper old ranting poetry style, and it's called A Rainy Night in Sorrow, and it goes like this. Actually, some of these pubs aren't there anymore. Well, they are, but they've got different names now. So, social history. Okay. I could probably get the grant then. A rainy night in Soho. I've wanked in every peep show. The porcupine, the polar bear, being chased by a puff with still grey hair. And if anyone's worried about homophobia, you'll notice that I was the victim then. A rainy night in Soho with nowhere else to go. The rain comes down on Wardour Street, paid a brass to beat my meat. The Nelly Dean, the Georgia course, paid a score, get into her drawers. A rainy night in Soho with nowhere else to go. Thank you, my name's Tim Rolls. I'll give it to you.